the opposition saying they handed over a 500 billion economy, the price of petrol, the foreign exchange, full stop. I asked them, what infrastructure did they leave behind? How many kilometers of roads did they leave behind? How many kilometers of railroad did they leave behind? At the time of plenty, and I said it here, when they had the money, when petroleum was selling for almost $100 for more than 10 years, what did they do with it? They frittered it away. If we left a sand economy, if they left behind a sand economy, a sand infrastructure, we'll not be building will not be completing the 30-year-old Itakpe Warri. We'll not be building a brand new standard gauge rail from Lagos to Ibadan. We will not. How many times have they, on paper, launched the Niger Bridge, the second Niger Bridge? How many times did they re-award the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway? You see, and I said, we were in opposition, but we were viable, we were vibrant, and we did not seek to destroy Nigeria. Anybody in Nigeria today, whether political party or individual, that is wishing for another answer, does not deserve to rule this country. And this is why I said your question was prepared long before you came out. That if you read this text, every issue you raised has been addressed. Nobody is, look, and I said, we are not saying that the opposition should not criticize, but they should not promote anarchy. That we never promoted anarchy in our time. And I said, this is not the first time they are going to raise this, but we'll continue to come here and defend our position, whether in the area of security, whether in the area of infrastructure. After all, tell me a single security challenge we did not inherit from them. Was it Boko Haram? Was it banditry? Was it militancy? We inherited everything from them. So we are proud of our record. They wrecked the economy, we are rebuilding it. They wrecked the infrastructure, we are rebuilding it. And I said, today, even many of them, they travel in comfort from Lagos to Ibadan by train, and they go back. They will not talk about it. Many of them benefit from our NCIP, from our conditional cash transfer, from the 10 million people who enjoy our 1 meal a day. They are not APC people alone. They are Nigerians. So we are very, very proud of our achievements. Then don't forget that when they left, 21 states could not pay. When they left the economy so badly. The people that are talking about they left a 500 billion economy. They left 21 states that could not pay salaries of their staff, which this government bailed out. I think they should stop. We are still alive. And how people were alive, they should stop rewriting history while we are still alive. Thank you. Please Google and look at what was the inflation rate in any part of the country in 2020. What is it today? They spoke about refinery. About petroleum. And we have already answered them. That if only they did the needful, we won't be among the countries in the world today benefiting from the increase in the crude prices. But because they failed to do the needful, in 16 years they were unable to bring about one single turnaround maintenance that will allow us to be self-sufficient in refined petroleum. So what we have today is that we are still importing, refined product. And it is on record that this administration, it might look small, but we have already commissioned one modular refinery. We have 3 on the way, and we hope by the time we leave, that the major, maintenance being carried out in the Paracourt refinery would have reached an advanced stage. So you see, it's like somebody that came and destroyed something, progressively over 16 years, and they expect us in 7 years to have cleaned up the mess. We're trying our best. We are rising stoutly to the challenges, but it's not in the mouth of a bedwetter to be abusing the washerman. Thank you. I said it again. I'm very proud of this administration's efforts in alleviating the sufferings of Nigerians. Before we came, there was nothing called an SIP. Before we came, nobody thought that you could even alleviate poverty by providing free meals to pupils in schools. Today, we feed 10 million pupils across Nigeria with 1 meal a day. And it's the biggest in sub-Saharan Africa. Today, we give 5,000 naira conditional cash transfer to more than 2 million households in rural areas and 1 million in the urban area. Not individuals or households. This administration is on record to have looked into the issue of non-employed graduates and even unemployed non-graduates. That's why we have the Empower that has, soaked up to 1 million people. You see, if only we met a foundation like this, we would have built on it. And then everybody talks about hardship. It's a global phenomenon. Tell me one country in the world where it's rosier in 2022 than 2015. I will continue to meet with the challenges. We have security challenges, we have health challenges, we have pandemic, but the beauty of it is that this government is daily, standing up and addressing these issues. And what Nigerians must appreciate is that this administration is laying such a foundation for a Nigeria that I know that in a few years' time, those who are abusing us will come back to praise us. Why do I say this? But for the enabling environment this administration has provided, there will be no Dangote fertilizer company that we went to commission. And I'm glad that at that, commission, Dangote expressed his personal gratitude to the federal government for the area of security. Later this year, we are going to inaugurate the 650,000 barrel a day petroleum refinery of Dangote. Again, this would change the entire economic landscape. Without an enabling environment, this will not be possible. I read earlier here that the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Committee has undertaken 150 reforms that has made business easier for everybody. That is why it's possible for you today to register your company online without coming to Abuja. Also, I was not there before. I read out the various infrastructural developments that has taken place under this administration. The roads we started and completed, the ones we took over and completed. So whether it's in security, whether it's in food, and I told you in food before we came here, what was the production of rice in Nigeria? It was under 4 million metric tons a year. Today, we are producing 7.5 metric tons of rice a year. How many rice mills do we have? 15. Today we have 50. So we are proud of our achievement. If you give me one country in the world where the government has overcome all its challenges, and I will say I won't go there. Then Nigeria is fast becoming self-sufficient rather in agriculture. Can you imagine what situation would have been if our rice production still remained at under 4 million metric tons per annum? Well, I can tell you that we would have been dependent on imported foods. And go to the other neighboring countries and ask, what the situation is. And this is why I made the appeal to our farmers to please be more patriotic, because we now today feed the entire West Africa. Anybody that goes by road from Sekutonu to Burkina Faso, you see trucks carrying Nigerian rice, Nigerian maize. And we are praying to them. Yes, they have the right to sell it to want to sell, but they should not forget that but for the Anchor Sporers program, they will not be making the deal they are making today. 4,800 plus farmers have benefited one way or the other from our Anchor Sporers program, not just in rice, in maize and other things. So, to answer your question, Amaka, I'm very proud of our achievement. Thank you very much.